Welcome, everybody. My name is Katie Louie. I'm the very proud principal here at the STEM Academy.
And I'm Heather Dressback. I'm the counselor at the STEM Academy at Spokane Valley Tech.
Here at SVT, we promise to develop our students' capability and confidence to pursue their professional, social, and civic goals. Our hope today is to give you more information about the STEM Academy and SVT. We do have an in-person evening on January 5th, and this video will give you all of that information that we're presenting during that evening. We will have some tour options available on our website if you are still wanting an individual tour. So who are we? Spokane Valley Tech is the home of two programs. We have our STEM Academy, which is our 4-year public high school for students in grades 9 through 12. These students attend mostly full-time, with the option of some running start and potential online programs as well. We also have our Skills Center. Those are programs for students in their junior and senior year that come for part of their school day, but attend their academic classes at their home high school. Today's session will be talking about the STEM Academy specifically for our students interested in that grade 9 through 12 full-time program. Here at Spokane Valley Tech, we focus on a lot of 21st century skills. Our goal is to educate students not only academically, but personally and professionally to really give them those problem-solving collaborative skills that they're going to need at the next level. We focus on helping students be presented with a problem and then finding various and innovative ways to solve and address each individual issue. They'll have a number of opportunities during their time at SVT to practice those problem-solving skills. One of our students that recently graduated really said it best. He said that his time at SVT and the STEM Academy was you-driven, and it really is the result of what a student puts into it. We have students on all different pathways, whether that be a 2-year school or 4-year school, students that go into apprenticeships, on-the-job training. We have something for everyone. It really depends on what the student is hoping to get out of it and what comes next for them. So here at SVT, our STEM Academy is a 4-year high school program in the Central Valley School District. We have an application-based enrollment, and at the end of this video, we'll go over what our application looks like. Our students specialize in one of 3 pathways. We have health science, engineering, manufacturing, and computer science.
So when students are planning their 4 years at Spokane Valley Tech, we have, like Katie mentioned, a number of pathway options. So if a student is interested in the biomedical pathway, all freshmen will take principles of biomedical science. And then from there, if that biomed is the pathway that they've chosen, they'll then progress to human body systems and then on to advanced biomed. And in their senior year, they'll have the option to take emergency medical services and have an opportunity to test to be a nationally certified EMT by the end of their senior year. If engineering and manufacturing is more aligned with your students' interest, all freshmen will take Introduction to Engineering. That's actually the art credit that we offer here at SVT. And then in their sophomore year, they can move into engineering physics, then on to advanced engineering, and have the opportunity in that 4th year to take advanced manufacturing. If computer science is their interest area, we don't have a specific computer science class in the freshman year, as we use those freshman and sophomore years to really chip away at high school graduation requirements. But in their sophomore year, they'll be able to move into AP Computer Science Principles. Then they'll have the opportunity to take our Skill Center course, AP Computer Science A, and app development. We also offer cybersecurity. Students may have a number of interests and passions, so we really want to make sure that it's clear that while these pathways are offered to students, a student is never locked in to a specific pathway from the start. If they want to adjust, we're here to make those accommodations and work with students to create a high school experience that is most relevant to them and speaks to their interests most. We have a couple other skill center pathways that a student could then work into their 4 years. Those include Fire Science 1 and 2, as well as a new course this upcoming school year, Teaching Academy. So what could those 4 years potentially look like as a student is considering SVT as the school for them? So like I said on the last slide, are the graduation requirements for a 4-year college will be met, as well as graduating from high school in general. So those requirements that are necessary to meet the diploma requirements, as well as have a student be prepared for the next step beyond high school, will be met in the 4-year plan that is set for all SVT students. And like I said previously, there is room for flexibility in there as well. We want to have every option available to students that they may be interested in. So this is a general plan. So course offerings could vary year to year, but this in general is what a student could expect. We work in the world language requirement in the 9th and 10th grade year, as well as health and fitness in the 9th and 10th grade year. That's for high school graduation, as well as preparation for programs beyond high school. Students then have the opportunity to enroll in our skill center programs, which are longer blocks of time in their junior and senior year. Our students here at SVT still have access to advanced placement classes, opportunity to access classes through Running Start, as well as CVVL, the Central Valley School District virtual learning opportunity as well. So a freshman would typically take these in the grade 9 section that you see here. They'll take their math class. They'll take Introduction to Engineering Design, which allows them to take that first step toward the engineering pathway, as well as meet that fine art credit. They'll also take Principles of Biomedical Science, which gives them a taste to the biomedical pathway, but also meets their science requirement their freshman year. We'll integrate language arts, as well as health, PE, foreign language, and then they'll have an opportunity to take an elective of their choosing. That could be a study hall if that's what's best for them. That could be leadership or another opportunity that meets their interest. So what could that day possibly look like for a student? We are on a 7-period day, which may at the outset look a little bit overwhelming, but it's really to create consistency for all of our students to increase opportunity for each of our students going forward on their pathway. So students can enter our building at 7:30 in the morning and classes start at 7:50. The majority of our classes are 48 minutes long. But many of the classes, as you'll see going forward, are blocked. So not every class is only 48 minutes. We have many classes, our ELA and history are taught in a block. All of our CTE classes, as students go forward, are taught over multiple class periods so that students have more time to dig into that content. And then skill center classes are actually 3 class periods. So those are details we may not need in today as we look at this, but we want to make sure that you're aware that we're not working students through a really quick schedule and not giving them the opportunity to dig into different classes. But this schedule, with the minutes as they are, allow for some consistency for our students. It is important, though, to note that we do have a relatively limited schedule due to our size. So it's important that students understand that passing each of their classes is incredibly important, as we have limited opportunities for students to make those up. As mentioned before, many of those graduation requirements are afforded to students in their 9th and 10th grade year. So making those up becomes more challenging as they move through our 4-year plan. Our students do have fewer opportunities for electives in comparison to comprehensive high schools, but we hope that trade-off is that what we offer students is truly aligned with their interests. We allow students the opportunity to really dig into their passion and what they want to learn about and offer larger chunks of time to do so, with the trade-off that they may not have as much access to the variety of classes that may be afforded to them at the comprehensive high schools. Something that we pride ourselves in at SVT is that personal connection with staff as well as with their peers. We are a community that believes in purpose and intention in our interactions with one another. And I think that allows for relationships to be developed in a true and authentic way, and students really know one another and they're known by their teachers. And I think that's a great way for our students to pursue those passions and dig into their interests, because we're able to explore those with each of our students. As the counselor here, you have my contact information. My name is Heather Dressback and my email is right here. And I'm more than happy to connect with you and talk with you more about maybe your students' individual needs or maybe concerns or questions that you have. I'm here and I'm happy to do that. The supports we have available to students, we have a number of students who may have 504s or IEPs or health care plans that they need some individual supports. We have supports available for special education as well as for English language learners within this building. We also want to afford our students a number of opportunities to develop those interests. So we try and create an environment that allows students to have opportunity and access to careers and colleges. So that could look like military visits, college visits, local career and apprenticeship visits, coming in and talking with our students. So some of those organizations that have been here this year, between this year and last year, of all of our local colleges and universities, different businesses that include the Department of Transportation, Avista, McKay Manufacturing, Wagstaff, Multicare. We're always working on ways to engage our students and align their interests to the needs in our community. And that's something we're always striving toward and growing.
All right, so a few nuts and bolts and just some common questions that we get. All of our students are provided with Chromebooks to use while they are here at SVT. We have a handful of students who like to use their own devices. That is absolutely wonderful. And students can use whatever laptop or tablet device they prefer. However, we do have some courses and opportunities for students such as state testing that they will have to use a district device, and we can provide one for them. Each of our skill center programs have and CTE classes have unique software that they need at some point. So we have those devices available in those classrooms. Additionally, while we don't have nutrition services on site, we do have breakfast and lunch options for students. And students can get grab and go breakfast options each day. And then we have hot and cold lunch options available. Additionally, we have microwaves and hot taps. So if students bring things from home that they have for lunch, they are welcome to use a number of things that we have for them to help prepare that. The next big question we get is, how do we get to school and what does that look like? We do not have independent bus routes for SVT. Students in the Central Valley School District can ride their neighborhood bus routes to their home high school. And then we have transfer buses that come from each of our Central Valley high schools. So Central Valley, Ridgeline, and University. We have a number of students that ride public transportation with STA. We've got a couple of bus stops right by our building here. Currently, there is a program that's free for all students, and hopefully they continue that in the future. One of our things with our bell schedule that Heather talked about earlier is we run from 7:50 to 2:01 currently. That is every day. We do not have a late start Thursday. So if students are providing their own transportation, getting rides Thursday, they still need to be here at 7:50. And The shuttle buses from each of the comprehensive high schools run at those same times on Thursdays. Families would need to get their student to Ridgeline, CV, or U High at the regular time on Thursday mornings to catch those transfer buses over from those locations.
Another question that we get is, what is it like to go to SVT? What is the SVT high school experience? Because it may not be the same experience a student may get at one of our comprehensive high schools, but we do have an experience that matches the uniqueness of each of our students. And we have a really engaged group of students here that we enjoy spending each day with. So while we don't have athletics here in our building, students can participate at their home high school using that transportation that's offered, but they can participate in clubs that we have running nearly every day here after school. Those include yearbook and robotics, cardio club, knowledge bowl, art club, honor society, ASB, so many more. We really encourage all of our students to be leaders. So we offer a number of opportunities as well as clubs for students to engage in a leadership capacity, whether that be ASB or clubs associated with their career and technical education classes or grade level leadership opportunities. It's a really important part of getting our students engaged. Every month, we offer events at school. A very popular one is our monthly game night, where students can come and bring a snack to share, as well as a game to play and just enjoy each other's company. And they have a lot of fun, and we really enjoy it too. So we really create a close, tight-knit, intentional community, and students want to be at school. And it's a really great thing that happens in this environment, in the culture that we've created here. What are some of the things that make SVT unique? In talking through some of those things, these 3 bullet points really stand out the most. And that is our mini design project, community day, and trade show. And to just briefly describe those, mini design is something that happens in the fall each year. And it really gets kids excited and engaged with the engineering and design process. So every student participates in mixed grade level groups for days on end to solve a problem that they are given by stakeholders. And that problem changes every year, but what we care most about is getting our kids working with one another and learning what that design process is like and how to work through challenges and collaborate with one another and increase our teamwork as a community. That rolls into Community Day, which is a tradition here at SVT that's really impactful and really important to us. So Community Day is an opportunity for all of our students to give back to the community in one way or another. That could be our local SVT community. That could be our neighbors, whether they be other CVSD schools or local organizations that we can get to where we can just give back, and whether that be clean up or work with kids or do some manual labor, whatever that looks like. We want our kids to be able to see our greater community in Spokane and figure out how they can be impacting influences. So we've been all over, whether that's UGM or World Relief or the local food banks. We really try and give back to the community every year. Trade show is something that happens at the end of the year, and students work for months on a project that is innovative, that aligns with their interest in a career and technical education class. So that could be engineering related, computer science related, health science related, or manufacturing even. So they really engage in collaboration and teamwork on a project that solves a problem. And then they get to work on their 21st century skills of working through that, working with a group, and then presenting that information to the community. So it's a really great event. I would encourage, we will invite all parents and community members, but I'd encourage you to plan to attend that. It's pretty incredible to watch what these students can accomplish and what they do here. GoPro is something that's really important for our students as well as our community to understand. It's how we work toward those 21st century skills. So GoPro stands for Going Professional, and we really emphasize with students what it looks like to be gracious, open-minded, perseverant, responsible, and what it means to truly own it here at SVT. So that's something that is true to our culture, and I think it impacts the students who grow here.
All right, so we did mention that there are some tour options to sign up on our application. Another opportunity that you have is to watch a video tour that is on our website. And this was designed and created by students last year. It's a pretty fun opportunity to learn about our school and see the inside of our campus. And if you go to the STEM Academy page at SpokaneValleyTech.org, there is a spot for you to watch that video. Another opportunity that many of our students have taken advantage of is a STEM camp, and we offer a couple of these throughout the year. Our next one is coming up in March, so be watching for that communication from hopefully your middle school or elementary school if you have younger students. These are great opportunities for students to come and learn about all of our different programs and just get little snapshots of what we do in STEM and at the STEM Academy here at SVT. We also have summer programs. We offer free summer classes that earn high school credit to all students entering 9th through 12th grade. So if you have a student currently in 8th through 11th grade, they would be able to apply or enroll in one of those courses this summer. The offerings that we have currently are listed there. These will be finalized and announced in March, and dates and times will be announced in March as well. This is not exclusive to SVT students. Any student can apply for enrollment in Summer Academy. So you can always check out our website. SpokaneValleyTech.org has a lot of information. It also has direct links to our application for next year for enrollment at the STEM Academy. Applications are due on February 7th. We're going to take a couple of minutes and walk through what that looks like so that your student will hopefully recognize that information. So if they go onto our website, make sure they go to the STEM Academy page, the tab there at the top, to get the application for STEM Academy. And it will begin, it has a few different pieces. It begins with just some general information about them. Who are they? How do we contact them? What school do they go to? What pathway they might be interested in? They are not locked into a pathway. So if they say that currently health science is their interest or computer science is their interest, that does not mean that they would not be able to take different courses once they're here. So there is a student interest section, kind of a skill rating. We just want to try and get to know them a little bit. And then there are 2 short answer responses that we would like to hear from them. We want them to just tell us a little bit about themselves, including hobbies or interests, and describe a personal characteristic that makes them a good fit for the STEM Academy. The second thing that we would like them to tell us is just why do they want to come here? Why are they excited to join our STEM Academy community? If there is something else that they think we need to know, please have them share that with us. And this year, we have 2 options for students to share their responses. They can continue with a written response, and they can also do a video response. So when they get into their application, it will ask them, how are they going to respond? Do they want to write their answer? Or do they want to record a video? Once they click that, if it's a written response, they'll have some text boxes that they can type into. For video responses, they will see this link and they will click that link and it will take them into Flipgrid where they will be able to log in and record a video. We recommend that if a student has a CVSD 356 email address, that they use that to log in so that they don't have to create a separate account. And once they get in there, you have a couple of options. You can record videos and preview them first and then upload them. You can also just hit record and answer the questions. We don't need anything fancy. This is a way for us to just get to know our students that are applying and hear from them. We're excited to meet students, whether that's through writing or through video, whichever is easiest and most convenient for students. If a video is a faster way, an easier way, a more comfortable way for them, that's great. If a written response is that more comfortable pathway to give us their answers, that's wonderful too. So they can choose what they want to do. At the end of the application, they will be given this link to share with 3 adults that can do a recommendation. One needs to be a current math, science, or STEM CTE teacher, depending on what their current school calls that. Another reference will come from any teacher. It could be another teacher listed in that first requirement there. It can be any teacher of their choice. And then a third one's just another adult. This could be maybe a music teacher, a club advisor, a youth group leader, maybe a scout leader, parent, neighbor, someone that can speak to their strengths and abilities. Students will send this link and we will get those responses from their recommendations directly. They are able to submit their application without having these 3 recommendations already submitted. We will email students when we get them so that they know everything's complete. But as long as they do their portion, the recommendations will come from people as they have time to fill those out. And they just sign it and submit it. So it should be pretty easy. We, of course, are here to answer any questions or to help work through that process. And our contact information is here. Feel free to call or email if there are any questions, or if we can help students with the application process or answer questions about courses and what they might experience here at SVT. We would love to meet and hear from everybody. So there are tour options again online, and then we're here if you need us. But we hope that this has been informational and that you've learned what you need to know, and hopefully you're able to complete that online application. We look forward to having you. So thank you for joining us today.